The first recall debate wrapped up just a few hours ago. 4 candidates trying to convince you why to kick Governor Gavin Newsom out of office and then choose them over all the other people on the ballot.
News 8 political reporter Morgan Reiner is live in Yorba Linda at the Richard Nixon Foundation Library. Morgan, we heard some new ideas tonight.
Yeah, several, like a 25% tax cut for all Californians proposed by John Cox. But in reality, none of their ideas are going to get passed without the support of the Democratic supermajority that is California. It's why that was the very first question tonight. Again, in reality, how do you actually plan on getting any of your ideas passed with all of those constraints?
They're coming back from overseas.
90 minutes to tackle countless topics. COVID restrictions.
But I do not favor mandates. I favor educate. You're not going to mandate your way out of the coronavirus.
I think the government is engaged in a significant overreach of its authority in terms of imposing these things.
The housing crisis.
Britney Spears didn't need a conservator. A lot of the people living on the streets do.
These 4 men on stage did not hold back when it came to Governor Gavin Newsom.
Governor Newsom closed so many small businesses. I'm a small businessman.
As for each other,
he said I would be a great governor, for the record.
But Larry Elder, who attended a fundraiser tonight instead of this debate, is leading in the polls. So I asked Kevin Kiley after the debate if he is concerned about him.
I don't consider him to be my opponent. I think that Larry is great. I think he's bringing a powerful voice for change to this race.
Because the chairwoman of the Republican Party of California said ultimately the focus is on question 1 right now.
Each one of these candidates are going to run their own campaigns. They're going to make the best decisions for their campaigns. There's more debates to come, and hopefully we'll get to see more of him.
Come this weekend, the state GOP will officially pick one candidate to back. There were a few moments tonight where we got to know the candidates on a little bit more of a personal level. I kid you not, when John Cox was asked what his daughters would say is in a little bit of an embarrassing moment of his, he said his daughters would say his wife's least favorite thing about him is his nose hair. Again, this is just the first of several debates. The next big questions moving forward are going to be whether or not we're going to hear from the people we didn't see tonight, and that, of course, is Governor Gavin Newsom himself. Then there's Larry Elder, the conservative talk show host, and then Caitlyn Jenner.
I guess we're getting to know these candidates a little bit better now, Morgan. How did they differentiate themselves from each other, though? What differences did they carve out?
So the moment that stuck out to me was from former Congressman Doug Osee when they were talking about the drought. Of course, the looming shutoff that people keep talking about, whether or not it's going to happen. He looked directly into the camera, spoke directly to the voter and said, I am the only person on this stage that is a farmer. This affects me. So if your top voting issue is water, then choose me, pick me to be your next governor. But while that stuck out to me as a political reporter, if you ask the political analysts that I spoke to at Sacramento State, what people are really going to take away from this debate, was really going to set them aside from everyone else on that stage, it's those punchy lines like the nose hair or Britney Spears that people are really going to remember.
And we're going to hear a lot of them over the next 6 weeks. Morgan Reiner, our new political reporter from Yorba Linda. Thanks, Morgan.